Hello, you. Welcome to Geekism. I've come across an incredible thing today. I really like, and when I say like, I mean put up with, the coffee from McDonald's. McDonald's have really nice coffee here for a cheap takeout place. Much better than Tim Hortons. I know that's terrible saying stuff, and they'll make me turn in my Canada card. But yeah, the coffee's really good. Anyway, I always get one when I'm out and about, and I always just ask for a large black coffee. I'm a simple man with simple pleasures, and I've just found out today that they do an extra large. And I don't know why it's blown my mind so much, but I never even thought to ask. And now I get more coffee. So that's good. Hey, Planet Plipcam. How's it going? Hey, Linda. Good to see you. Sparrow, hello. On time as well. Best title. Thank you. It's made me laugh. That's a meme I've enjoyed this week. I believe most Canadians believe Hortons has gone to... Yeah, it has. There was a thing where like a different company bought it, and they got... and then they've changed the beans, and apparently the McDonald's have now bought the beans. What's the plan for today? Oh, we're in Pinewoods. I don't know. We just so much like bits and bobs. Just like, little bits. Hey, how does your PC handle the game at this kind of scale? Just for reference. I want to see if it's worth me making a park. I mean, there it is, I guess. I don't know. We get about 25 frames now at this sort of scale. That bean swiping clowns attack of the Canadian heritage. Yeah, well, no, I think the Canadian heritage was done by themselves. They sold us like a Brazilian, like one of these sort of big conglomerate type companies. I think. I don't know. I don't care. I tried my first ever Tim Hortons for the first time last week in Birmingham of all places. Yes, I've been to the Birmingham Tim Hortons. It's on Bold Street, isn't it? I visited a few years ago. Visited family because I'm not a million miles from there originally, and we'd gone to Birmingham for the day, and my mom was like, "I've got to take you somewhere." She took me to Tim Hortons. Can we talk about Planet Coaster 2 switch tracks? Sure. In Planet Coaster 2 there are switch tracks. I'm pretty sure at the moment that's the end of that conversation. We don't know anything else. Yeah, there's one in Gloucester. Yeah, there's a few. It's weird because they've always struggled to like move south of the border here. There's a handful across the sort of Canadian border into in America. I'm pretty sure it's just for Canadians who've got lost. It's just a brand that hasn't seemed to be able to break into the States. But now randomly there's like a dozen or so in the UK. My mom, as mothers do, said to the young lady who was working on the counter in the Birmingham one, "My son lives in Canada, which is where the Tim Hortons is from." And she went, "Oh yeah." She was like, "Oh, they're very new here. There's 12 in the UK now. This was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, so there might be some more." But she said, "Yeah, there's 12 in the UK now." She said, "Are there a lot in Canada?" I was like, "Lady, I can see 12 from my house." Yes, there are a lot of Tim Hortons in Canada. Yeah. It's probably really obvious, but what are switch tracks? I think it's obvious at all if you're not into it. I mean, it's a very descriptive term, though. The fact that the track switches to a different piece of track, and it's very often used for. It's mostly used for like elements where you go forward in a ride, and then the track switches, and as you come back down, you go off a different way. Something like that. So, a drop track isn't technically a switch track. Switch track is, I think, as far as I'm aware, somebody who's more into it may be able to tell you, switch tracks are when the track shifts and the coaster car isn't on it. So it's like a train, like a train signal. Think of it more like that. The train can go left or it can go right. The switch track decides which way it goes. That's a little bit more like a switch track. A transfer track is where a piece of the track moves while the coaster car is on it. So either like moving it into storage, or like a turntable, I guess, is technically a transfer track, or like a drop track, I guess, is technically a transfer track. As far as I know, that is the very sort of simple overarching definition. Yeah. Jordan's telling me incorrect, and I know Jordan works at theme parks, so I'm going to listen to him. It's too bad that I don't like coffee. Yeah, I mean, they sell other things. My local coffee shop is called Drink Coffee Do Stuff. That sounds amazing. I do like a local coffee shop. There's not many of them around here, though. They pretty much, unless you go like right downtown, it's like the trendy bit. 13 has one going backwards to forwards for the faster than icon launch into the station. Yeah, yes, but that's a transfer track, right? You should add some cars. I should. You're right. I'm not worried about it just yet, but I should. I mean, I can. Whilst they haven't said the word transfer tracks, we're getting switch tracks, we're getting elevators, we're getting drop tracks. Like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get the suite, and you'll be able to do at least a good approximation of stuff you're trying to do. Actually, there's a switch track. Yes, that's a good example of it. That's where the track moves behind you. All right, so let's have a look. So we've mostly been working on here, on this last couple of episodes, last couple of live streams. Reverse section to enter the loading section. Oh, it does switch, does it? Okay, cool. It's been a while since I've written it. Yeah, we're getting turntables on the water. Yes, turntables as well. So turntables, switch tracks, drop tracks. Most definitely transfer tracks, I'm sure. Like, it'd be insane that just randomly they're not in there. I haven't seen dual stations, though. No, dual stations would be really nice, loading and unloading, just to really help with, like, well, one for layout, but also just, like, design in general, right? Like, and throughput and everything. My headcanon, that Pinewoods are sponsored by an Ice Lolly company. I mean, they do look very Ice Lolly-ish, don't they? Double drop. Okay. Right, we're going to be over here today. Useful, yeah. Dual stations would be really good, and then just like smaller stations in general, it'd be very nice to be able to adjust those. All right, I think I want to try and get the queue line boxed off on this today. That's where we're going to be starting our efforts today, I think. But anyway, how are you all, folks? You had a good week? I hope I've been treating you. Sorry I didn't stream last week. I forgot to put a thing out about it. I was actually away in Toronto for the weekend. I was playing in a Disney Lorcana tournament. For those of you who don't know, Lorcana is a trading card game similar to Pokemon, but it uses Disney cards. It's actually closer to Magic, really, but people know what Pokemon is. But uses Disney characters. And yeah, I played in a tournament. I came 241st out of 245. No, 241st out of about 1,000. I think it was 1,000 and something. I forget the actual numbers. So it was lots of fun. I really enjoyed it. Got to see lots of friends who I've made friends with online, and a big group of us from here, from London, Ontario, went up. So there was about 10 of us from there. So top quarter, I'll take top quarter all day long. I'm very aware of my abilities in the game. I'm fine at it. So that was good. Yeah. So decent overall. Happy with that. And you got sort of points for how you place, and there was a prize wall that you could turn points into the prize wall. So I got the two cards you could get without being like one of the top 32, basically. There was like real premium cards for the top 32. There's like a golden Mickey Mouse card and all this. But the two cards you could get from points was, I don't know whether they're going to focus in, but it was a Rapunzel and a Cinderella Knight. So I got both of those. So I'm happy with those. They're going in my little sort of, box of goodies. So yeah, it was good fun. Yeah. Surely as many people know about Magic as they do Pokemon TCG? Absolutely not. No, not in the slightest. Pokemon is one of the largest brands in the world. People watching this stream most likely know about both, actually, because you're invested within the realms of gaming. But no, Pokemon is tenfold more popular than Magic as a brand. Glad to be off that cruise. We were lucky outside Amsterdam hours due to protests. Oh, wow. I agree with the protesters. The ships are too big. Yeah, I mean, I hope some of it was enjoyable. How do you protest a cruise? Is it? I've got like Aquaman in my head, like riding dolphins around it. I got the deep rocking up. All right. Okay. Let's have a little crack on here then. I think it would be nice if this path moves over. That was something somebody mentioned to me at a later date to give us a little bit more room to play with behind this waterfall here. So, okay, Phrase Gride, nice. Congratulations, Alicia. Good night, Tiernan. Appreciate you coming by. Please feel free to watch back the VOD. If you could all do me a favor and click like, that'd be super duper. Helps out a lot. Where's the one we use? Is that it? Oh, that looks really different. Okay. Put some netting under the bridge. Yeah, maybe. It depends how we build the bridge, really. Let's see if we can... Okay, let's see if we can take this down and give us any kind of room to play with. I don't think it really does, but I mean, that's not any better. Okay, that's better. That's quite a severe slope, but I'm not here to mess with the path at all. I scraped both my knees and feet this week. Can't walk as fast as I normally would. Terrible. That's rough. I feel better. I hope it heals quickly for you. All right. All right. I don't know how to tackle this. I know I need to, but I don't know how to. Just on the mic, so yeah, exactly. Mike will flip at that, but that's fine. We have curve slopes on. That's a curve slope. Just still. It's only, you can only do so much. All right. Okay. We're going for it. Let's go into here. Okie doke. Hey, John, how you doing? Well, hey, Naive, good to see you, buddy. Are you allowed over this side of the internet? We were just talking about Lorcana, actually. I was showing off my my DLC promos to everybody. Just Adam casually hanging around, you know how it is. Okay, Naive, by the way, is an awesome Lorcana player too. Very mindful. Exactly. Too right it is. Sunshine. We're going to have to move this tree, I think. That's okay. I'm not to the point in my life where I won't move a tree. Bamboo. I think it might get a little bit... I think we might get a little bit bamboo fencing in here just to kind of get it all capped off. I think it might be what needs to happen. Okay. So this is going to generate our channel. Again, I'm going back to the Alton Towers references images here, like in my head. All right, what's the little castle window we always use? Very nice. Yeah, I'm allowed to be on Planet Coaster side of the internet as well. I'm also hyping over Civ. Yeah, Civ. I imagine a lot of people in the chat are with you there. It's one of those games that should be up my street and isn't for some reason. I don't really know why, and I wonder if it's just because it really doesn't have any creativity. Like I place town down in this hex, and I need a little bit more than that. But I don't know. I know there's a huge crossover with my audience for it, but personally, yeah, I don't see myself. National last stream, would it look better if the waterfalls were brought closer to the guardrails? Yeah, maybe. I don't particularly know how easy it will be to just like shunt everything forward, but we could look at it. I'm not averse to the idea. As I've always said, a Geekism live stream is a democracy. That seems way off, doesn't it? That was way darker than the pavement. There we go. Did you watch the last episode of Carnival Slopes? I did. It was very good. I think John's doing an awesome job with his flume. The interior section's really good fun. Well, if you need someone to discuss Civ, hit me up. Be considering making content for it. Yeah, go for it, pal. Absolutely. It comes out. It's not too far away. Is it like February or something like that? I know. I think I'll be honest with you. We are like you're eating pretty good. I kind of got to the point where I felt that CMS stuff was starting to fade a little. I feel like the golden era of Civ 6, and I mean that's more of a 4X, but you know, like Civ 6 and like OG Planet Coaster, and then we had like 2 Point Hospital. We had Evil Genius 2 that didn't really didn't really make the landing in my opinion, but yeah, like I felt like we were getting to a point where like we were kind of done with the Renaissance, and it just seems to continue going and going. We've got Planet Coaster 2, we've got 2 Point Museum that looks awesome. Very excited for that. I think that's going to pair so well with Planco 2, because you know, as much as I love Planco, sometimes I don't want to spend 6 hours putting windows down and turning them over so they look like bits of concrete. I want to go blunk blunk blunk. I have a dinosaur exhibit. Very excited for that kind of thing. This is way off. This whole thing is on an angle, and I knew that. I knew going in it was on an angle. John Macca one's going to be hurt, right? Yeah, PC2, Civ. I know there's a lot there, right? That weird ass Mars Attacks game. Like, I don't know. That could be a sleeper hit. I did not have Mars Attacks themed theme park simulator on my bingo card. All right, I'm back in here. Cheers, Dragon's Fury. Hope your leg feels better. Doesn't got me super sick. Oh no! Might be a bit early today. No guarantees. Such a mindful underground stream is making me drift off. Yeah, that's what we do. It's what we do. Well, feel better. And we appreciate you being here, no matter how long it is. Grass roof work. Ooh, is that a bit high budget though? I feel like grass roof might be a bit high budget. I think I kind of want it just to be concrete. Nobody would ever see it. Oh my god, this whole thing is not straight. And do you know what? Every time I say that, I'm thinking, yeah, of course it isn't straight. I know it isn't. Why am I pretending it is? AstroTurf, I mean, very cheap, but like this is invisible. Nobody sees up here. There's no reason to put anything on it. Actually, it just needs to be like that. If it's good enough for you. There's a Mars Attacks game. Did I just blow your mind, Godzilla? Yes, there is a... Not only is there a Mars Attacks game coming, it's a theme park sim. I genuinely thought I was having a fever dream when I first saw it. Like, I genuinely thought I dreamt it. It's a pretty fun idea. It's interesting, yeah. It's just weird, isn't it? Like, there's no other way to describe it other than that's weird, isn't it? But hey, try anything once, kids. Could be your new favorite thing. I say roller coasters. I feel like it might be more of a zoo tycoon. The idea is that you as the aliens go and abduct people through history and put them into a zoo. Like you put them into exhibits and stuff. But there are rides in the screenshot, so you know. A bizarre IP to revive, indeed, yeah. Add pipes or vents in that gap. I don't think I want to. I like if you look at the ones, it just looks like a dark, like the water's just flowing through this. I like it. I think purposely you don't have the pipes to the exit so that the water settles and flows neatly, evenly. I guess I don't know. So it flows very demure. It's called Mars Attracts. It is absolutely, yeah. You're right. It was revealed at Gamescom, and it kind of got a little bit lost in the noise of like within CMS worlds of it kind of got lost in the Civ 7 and Planco 2 and stuff noise. But yeah, it's a thing. Mars Attacks Park Sim. The game you never knew you didn't need, or something like that. Is it the word of the day? It's the word of the week. What's this? What is this? It's that little girl who they changed the food out for her. She's like, it is a pussycat. It is a pussycat. And looks down at her dinner. She goes, what is this? I love that. There goes my spirit animal. So the Tiny Glade game you played a while ago has a demo out now. Yeah, same demo, I think, although there might be a couple of changes to it. I'm pretty sure the full launch of that is soon. Very much want to cover that. I adored that game. Let's have a look. Oh, it just says December? Oh, no, sorry. It just says September. I thought there was an actual date. Oh, 23rd. September 23rd. Thank you, Steve. Yeah. Yeah, September. I'll be all over that. I loved that game. I think it'd be a really good fit for Restful as well, even though I haven't been able to do much on Restful recently with all the Planco 2 news. Okay. Tiny Glade can be more hugely large glade than them all in. I mean, it's going to be a bigger play map. It's going to be a bigger play space than the demo, but I think tiny is more of a descriptor of the scale of panic and intrigue just as much. You know, like it's tiny in that it's chill and cute, not just tiny as in you have to build small things. Oh, that's a big old thing there. Do we need another waterfall off the back of that to kind of deck it in? Kind of like what we did down here. The thing is, you see, I don't mind doing this sort of stuff under budget because it's literally just water over rocks. And as long as you can afford the water pump, you can afford to do this kind of theming. As sad as I am that Alton Towers waterfall over Nemesis doesn't work anymore. Like, I'm literally just pumping water through rocks, you know? Need a way for staff to get up to it. Yeah, that's cool. We can throw a ladder on the back. You're right. I don't really quite go that fully into that level of realism like I should. You're right. There should absolutely be, like, walking paths up to all of these things, but not quite at that level, you know. But yes, we can stick a ladder on this side. That's not a problem. The Nemesis one is rumoured to be returning. Work did happen. That is exciting stuff. Anyone get Oasis tickets? I said maybe. Oh, such a bad joke. No, I didn't. No. I hope everyone's going and had a great time. Very much enjoyed the music of Oasis over the years. Think they're both a pair of twats, but like they never haven't been, so whatever. You know, at least they're sort of obvious about the fact that they're a pair of twats. Okay, so I guess oh god, it's gonna be so gross to cover that because it's just gonna look like sheer rock. What do we do? I want it to be that thick because I want it to look like there's gubbins in it. Add some ivy. Oh yeah, we'll definitely make it look a bit grim once it's all the rocks are in. Yeah. Do you ever use reference images? Yeah, all the time. Actually, if you want to Google, the Congo River Rapids at Alton Towers, this is a direct rip from that. Yeah. Yeah. Bamboo cover it. Yeah. It would be the sort of thing that just has like green netting over it, isn't it, really? It's tricky to do. Yeah. Go through it. Oh. I don't know. I think it needs to just be that block, and I just think what would they have done? I mean, they could just like some scaffolding or something, you know, like this. Some more of this would be a cheap fix to it. Do you think Planko 2 will have grimy details? I would love Planko 2 to have some decals in it that you can grime stuff up with. Yes, they have. That would be really awesome, actually. I think some water off the backside of it wouldn't be terrible. Camo netting, yeah. Unfortunately, I've never seen camo netting, but that's exactly the sort of thing it would have. Let's put the rocks in. Let's put the rocks in and see what sort of space we've got left. I like the idea of there being a waterfall down the side here. It's something to look at for the queue. It's a good queue line filler. Yeah, it'll have blushes and all that. It's mostly just this sort of hard edge here. Like what goes there. Maybe just some planks or what have you is probably fine, but we'll see. Okay. A billboard. Yeah, I could just throw a sign up. Right, I'll have a think. I'm gonna get my rocks off, and then we'll see what's left. All right. D-Rick, cool guy there with all the dabs. Look at that. You might be a bit too cool for this stream, buddy. A sign that says not a wall. A sign that says not a wall. Yeah. This is not a wall. It is themed. Thank you. A boom, boom, boom. Oops, tiny rock. Where's the bigger ones? There we go. String getting spicy. Jancy's getting his rocks off. Get your rocks off, honey. Oh yeah, we're placing rocks. This is the sort of quality content you come here for, folks. Settle in. Do you love Play Planet Coaster? I sure do, buddy. Hello. Hello. Look at that. You don't even care about the agreed upon order of conversations, do you? Come in with a question, then greet yourself. It's great. It's refreshing. I like it. It's very demure. It's very mindful. Like Pebble's only bigger. I mean, that's it. You know, older and older. Is that a boulder? Or is it a big rock? Planning to be placing logs. Oh yeah, like two peas in a pod. They go together so well. How is the gob surgery going? Well, I'm afraid it has gone on the back burner since our good friend is no longer with us. I mean, I'm not saying he's dead. Oh my god, we need geekism karaoke. I will. Karaoke with the best of them, my friend. I don't love the idea of doing it on the internet. At some point, people persuaded me to do a 100,000 followers live stream karaoke, and then I disappeared off the face of the earth for 2 years, as far as you lot are concerned. So it never happened. You plan to cover all the concrete with rocks? I feel like Alton would just paint the concrete and put trees in front of it. Yeah, no, we're gonna do like a rock line here, but this is we're gonna have to do camo netting or something here. Yeah, you're right. This is way too much to do all with rocks. But I just wanted I wanted the idea, like we're naturally pooling here, and I dig that. So we can go to fountains. I don't know how. Oh yeah, look at this. Bit of water there. Leak signs in to do a vinyl on it. Yeah, I love Leak. So I've had many great nights out in Leak. I'm sure Leak signage is a beautiful signage company. I've not a bad word said about them, but yes, I imagine that's pretty much the long and short of it. This ride is brought to you by Chief Piece Corporate Advertising. I feel like we have enough of that through the park that I don't necessarily want to push for much more of it. Like we have Gulpy Area and we have Cheeky Tiki's sponsoring of the smaller wooden coaster. I love that sort of stuff, but I think if you do it too much, it's a little over the top. Yeah. Leaks are my national vegetable. This is Leaks with the double E. It's a lovely little town just outside of Alton. I know it well. I used to, many years ago in a past life, used to date a girl from, oh God, what was it called? Abbots Bromley, which is another fart of a village in that area. We used to hang out a lot in Leek and Utoxeter and stuff like that. It was good. Good times. I have 6 years. You made me come back to this game. I bought all the DLCs. Thank you, John T. Always a pleasure to follow you through the years. Thank you, Pedro. Let Frontier know that so I can get my cut. Full disclosure, I have nothing against the team at Leak Signs. Great guys. It's just sad that of course I'm just joking with you. I'm sure Leak Signs are a stand-up operation. But yes, I am. Yes, it must be frustrating that basically that's what it's boiled down to. I don't know. Like it's let's be honest. It's a bit of a meme in the Thuzy groups to crap on Alton and crap on Merlin. But from what I've seen over the past few years, they're one of the best things that could happen to the country is Universal coming in, actually pulling their fingers out, actually doing what they plan to do, and giving Merlin some competition. Because you can only, as much as people might not agree with how Disney have responded to Epic Universe, you can't deny that it's generated a response. Harry Potter and Epic Universe, to be honest, at Universal. And that response is healthy. A company shouldn't be able to not respond, if that makes sense. Do you love monorail? Hello. Hey, Derek. A lot of people here, and we're chatting about stuff. Maybe rather than generating a new conversation, join in with the conversation that's happening. Yes, I love monorail, though. Singular. Generation Universal finally decided for the UK instead of Spain. Yeah! God save our gracious king. Sorry, I don't know how to be patriotic. I am not. I feel like you just sing the anthem in a terrible Cockney accent. Both have kings now, I guess. You guys are going to have a great park, and it'll be good for competition. Absolutely, yeah. Competition is huge for these things, I think. So very happy to see it. Very happy to see indeed. I forgot our anthem changed. Yeah. I mean, only one word. But yeah. Yeah. Merlin's recruitment has certainly ramped up a reaction already. Has it really? Already? Even though, I until Shovel's in the ground, and even then I wouldn't even consider it to be an issue. That's surprising me, actually. University's buying Portaventura. Oh, that'd be interesting. That would be a good base to that would Portaventura would make a good foundation for a Universal park, you know? Like all the infrastructure's there, but it's not crazy like the infrastructure would be very manageable, I feel. That would be cool. Yeah. Everything to say about Ulm Towers these days spells disaster. It's such a shame. It's my favourite park, honestly, in a lot of ways. It was my childhood park. Went at least annually from as young as I can remember until I moved in my 30s. Like even when I was living in Liverpool, we still would go back and do a day there. So yeah, it is a shame to see it not really hold up its end of the bargain at the moment, I think. Yeah. Add more don't die fencing, I think. Oh yeah, it definitely this all needs to be fenced in. We'll get to that. Yeah. Really sad to see. Yeah, it is. It's a shame. It's really a shame. Ready for Epic Universe? My hubby and I love Universal Monsters. Yes, I think that may well be. I watched a Disney leading podcast the other day, and it's crazy that you know when you watch politics and they warn you, an educated person will warn you to make sure you're aware of the bias. You know, is this a Democrat or Republican leaning podcast? You know, do you understand where these views are coming from? It's crazy to think that, but it's like there are Disney or Universal leaning podcasts. Yeah, you have to be You have to be careful of that. But I was listening to a Disney leaning one the other day, and they were saying, like, oh, Universal Monsters is a terrible idea. Nobody cares about that as an IP anymore. Like, they haven't made movies like that since the 30s. And I'm like, it's just monsters. Like, yes, they are based on the movie IPs, but like, it's just Dracula and Frankenstein. Like, it's just cool, scary stuff. Like, and I think it seems to be the thing I don't love about Disney's response to all of this, is that Disney's response are looking at... So Disney is looking at Isle of Berk, at Epic Universe, and they're not seeing cool Viking-themed area for children. They're seeing, oh, How to Train Your Dragon is an IP. So this area is an IP area. Does that make sense? I love how a lot of the world think Frankenstein is the big monster. Are we going to do that? Are we going to do that? Actually, Frankenstein is the doctor. Like, are we going to go... Are we going to... That's... that you're verging on pineapple on pizza territory there, pal. 100% with you, Johnson. That's exactly what's happening. Yeah, that's yeah. I love the Universal Monsters. I have all the DVD, and that is awesome. But you understand that you're in the minority, right? Like, most people don't really reference Dracula back to Universal movies from the 30s, you know. But that's okay. Like, they understand that they're like, yes, this is How to Train Your Dragon because I want to sell, I don't know what the freaking dragon's called, Toothless merch, you know? Like, this is How to Train Your Dragon because we want to sell merch. But also, like, this is just a cool, well put together area. Surprised we haven't used much of these in Pinewood. These were mostly downloaded for Azori, but some of these reads actually work pretty well, I think. We'll stop there because the water's going to come in this side. Yeah. I do in fact love pineapple pizza. Cool. That's that's not the point. That's not the point. I'm not doing this again. We spent an hour and a half on this 2 weeks ago. Whether you like pineapple on pizza or not isn't the problem. It's people who pretend they care whether other people like pineapple on pizza or not. That's the problem. How to Train Your Dragon is undeniably IP. Yeah, sure. I mean, my kids are a little young, so kind of missed them first time round. At some point, we'll watch them, I'm sure. But yeah, but I don't really care. Like, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but like the Harry Potter areas at Universal are some of the best theme park areas in the world. You know, like what Universal have figured out is it's like come for the IP, stay for the experience, and Disney are just stuck at the come for the IP. At the moment, I feel, you know, like the whole Pandora and Avatar thing. I don't rate the movies. Yes, and that was probably the last. I feel like that's probably the last thing they really did. To be fair, I quite like Galaxy's Edge. Honestly, I know a lot of people do have issues with it, but I actually quite like Galaxy's Edge. It's a shame that it was a little overpromised. But as it stands, I actually think it's a very well done area. And again, it's like, even if you don't like Star Wars, it's a cool looking area, and there's lots to look at, and it has a couple of cool rides, you know. But lately, what's blasphemy? Godzilla, stop pretending you care about other people's opinions. You don't. This was the whole topic conversation we had 2 weeks ago. Stop pretending you care so much. You don't. It is a replacement for a personality. Tell me what you care about. Tell me what you are passionate about. Don't pretend you care what I'm passionate about, because you don't. Best food in Disney area? Yeah, Pandora and Galaxy's Edge food really impressed me. Yeah, the Imagineering that made Pandora was actually great, but he's not Disney anymore. Where is he? A lot of problems is that Imagineering basically disappeared with Chapping. Yeah. It's definitely sock, shoe if you do it anyway. So, okay, now you're just winding me up. See point, John. See, but I always think of early California adventure. Good for good sake. No IP. Didn't pay off for them. Could be argued. Oh, absolutely. No, so this is the thing. I am not one of these people who doesn't want IP. I understand how strong IP is in parks, and I am all for it. I don't even mind the IP additions to Epcot for the most part. I am very much in the boat of you can be respectful and celebratory of a culture and also generate an IP that kids care about. The thing is, they do it so well with their movies. Like Coco is as far as this Western white idiot knows, it's a Western, it's but like this, as far as this British white person knows, Coco is a relatively fair representation of the culture, and a good sort of example and what's the word, celebration of elements of the culture, like Luca, I feel is a very good example of Italian coastal towns. I've been to a few and they look great. So like, there's nothing wrong with IP, but the IP is the draw, and there needs to be the sticking power. Without, like, the IP can't just be it. The IP can be the thing that gets people through the door. It can be the people that makes them want to buy a cup or whatever. But like, the experience itself still has to be good. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is a really great example, because Guardians of the Galaxy is an IP, sure, very popular, probably some of the most successful Marvel stuff, right? The coaster itself is a great coaster experience. It's a really good, fun coaster. Does it really work within Epcot? No, probably not. Like, I think they needed to lean more into the idea that this was an exhibition of the planet or wherever it's meant to be. I'd have lent more into the Epcot stuff. But yeah, for the most part, it needs to have the ride to hold it up, the chops to hold it up. Naive, that's a great way of putting it. Yeah, the IP is like frosting. It's nice, it makes the cake attractive, but it's not good party if it's just frosting. I don't know. I can kind of eat a tub of that Betty's frosting stuff. I can get through a park of that. Which park is being built in? Pinewood Hills. Yeah, Joe Road is consulting. I mean, that's great. Joe Road's incredible. What they needed to do, and maybe they did, I don't know. Joe Road needed to be teaching new people. Like, stop. Like, he's amazing, but he'll die soon. Not soon. He'll die one day. I'm sure he's in fit health. Let him. Like, he needs to pass on he needs to pass on his expertise to new people and have his mindset and the company that he came from's mindset passed forward in the company, and it isn't. I feel like Disney saying, "Oh, Joe is consulting now," is like them saying, "Oh, Robert Downey Jr. is back in the MCU." It's like a token thing. It's a quick fix thing. I don't know. Cheers, Amanda. Have fun. Hi, Joe Rover. Yeah, no, I have no plans for Joe. I hope he lives a long and happy and healthy life. New IP area being built at Movie World Australia is Wizard of Oz. That's cool. I can get behind Wizard of Oz. That's fun. That's a classic. Where does the freaking fence go? Where does the fence go? Does it just sit here? Yeah, that's probably fine, isn't it? I think you make a great version of Carousel of Progress, but with Tony Stark Expo thing backing it up, like if it was fake presented by Monsanto. Yeah, I like Marvel. It would have been an amazing IP. I just think it was really poorly executed. I hear rumors that it was done in the way it was so that it could be easily rethemed in 8 to 10 years, and I don't know. Is very depressing, but also seems a little bit too forward thinking for Disney right now. I don't think Universal have any plans on Harry Potter going anywhere, right? Like, that like certain IPs can just stick around for a lot longer than they probably have a sell-by date for because the area is popular. I don't know, but yeah, I think if they'd have done so here's how I would have done Marvel. And do you know what? Before I started Archer Park, I'm glad I didn't do this because I think it would have been too much to bite off. Before starting Archer Park, I was thinking about like, oh, what could a little mini series look like just while we're curbing Pinewood and what have you. And I thought about doing a fixing Marvel area. I don't even know what the thing's called. What's it? Marvel Campus, is it? You know. I was thinking of doing a fixing Marvel Campus and like just beginning the build of it, like just laying out the grey boxes because that's literally all it is everywhere, and be like, okay, this is currently this, and how can we do it? And I would have Avengers Campus, thank you. I would have come up with a new bad guy, like for the area, or fuck it, say it's Kang or whatever. I don't know. Like I'm not really into Marvel other than watching most of the movies. Like I'm not a comic guy, I never have been. But like come up with a bad guy and give him some sort of like multiverse splitter or something. I mean, frick, it can be Thanos and his gauntlet for all I care, whatever. But I would have had something in the middle of the area, like Thor's hammer in the ground. I would have had something in there, and off it like splintered lines, and literally had like tears in reality. And I'd have had, here's Asgard, here's, I don't know, some Guardians of the Galaxy cool, like, steampunky type stuff or whatever. Like, just have it all, like, have the narrative be like, oh, yes, we understand we're in a multiverse, and we've just pulled it all together. And now everything's here. And it's not this, like, let's be honest, the most boring thing in all of Marvel is that big Avengers hangar where they hang out. Like, it's so boring. They could have gone anywhere else and it would have been more interesting. I'm not sure what you mean, Matthew. Sorry. I'm trying to understand that point. Enemy from the comics nobody ever knows, pretends that they've lived forever. Yeah, exactly. Like they all do. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Disneyland Paris Marvel area is going to be New York. Chapel came and said, no, make it Avengers Campus. Yeah, and even New York would be more fun. Like keep it a bit more like a classic studios look. I don't know. I also feel like Chapek in many ways was a bit of a scapegoat for some of Iger's stuff that was already in progress as well. Yeah. You can add a roof piece over the line and just add your own custom fencing. Might be quick and easy, similar to what you did for Little Thunderer. Yeah, I mean, we are adding custom fencing. The reason I've not done it here is because we're actually on slightly different levels, which is why we've started this wooden run here to tidy up at some point. Yeah. I don't really know what the rest of it looks like, but for now, that's fine. All right, let's get some water in here. Big Marvel fan, all mediums. Avengers Campus is just so uninspiring and boring looking. Doesn't make me want to go at all. Yeah, it is a shame. I do wonder if they will reuse the concept for that new coaster in Asia. Maybe. Did you see Moomy Little Socks' Lakeside Vale video of Octoberland? I've seen a couple of those. I'll be quite honest, and this isn't really a criticism, but there's a lot of those going up, and I don't quite understand what it is, and I don't understand why there's like 2 every day. And yeah, but that's worth looking at, is it? Yeah. I feel like Mineral might have tagged the wrong Steve. But yes, if it's worth going and watching, I will. Pipe. Boop, boop. What's the end of this look like? It's hollow. It's got to be this. It's too big, but it's got to be this. It's a competition with 42 entries and Moonmig is doing a spotlight for all of them. Ah, yes. That's fantastic. From a YouTube point of view, that's a terrible idea. But to showcase his community, that's great. Okay, but they're quite hit and miss as you might expect. Yeah, but the Oktoberfest one is good. Okay, cool. Well, I'll check that out then. That's good. Need a ladder on the waterfall? Sure do. Now, the new water effects in Planco 2 look good, eh? In my opinion. A park that was destroyed by British drunks at an Oktoberfest. Wow. You think Planco does build them? Are they like my coasters? So big. Jesus. Cool. Will they look good at night? Who knows? Who knows? That is the question, right? Jesus. Would you consider making Pinewood abandoned at any point? No. It's funny that. Jesus, what's going on? Oh, we're saving. Sorry. Saving whilst trying to place down water effects. That's like dicing with death. Oh, it's really struggling, bless it. There you go. Good job. Good job, PC. I never doubted you for a second. Yeah, that was, not only was it whilst trying to place down water effects, auto saves, and streaming at the same time as well, which is, you know, fairly intensive. It did well, bless it. This thing has really held up. Huge thanks to the guys over at Monster Computers who helped me put this thing together. Autosave is an effective jump scare. Exactly right. Yeah. I think we've got it down to like I think it's every 3 hours it does one now, so. I think the what am I trying to say? The optimization so far looks a lot better in Planco 2. Like they have absolutely no problem running hundreds and thousands, like thousands and thousands of guests through these parks. The other thing I'll say is as well, like I'm not even the worst for it. But I don't play this game properly. Like I'm using individual wood pieces for walls and roofs. Like it doesn't matter how optimized the game is. Like the way I play it and the way a lot of us detailers play it, it's not fair to say it's not optimized. Lovely. Oh, that's the one where we auto saved. Still managed to put it down. Right? Like, that's what the game's built to do. That's what the game is made for. That's what the devs show us. That's what the demo parks, the career levels have in them. This is what the devs put down. That's what they want us to do. That's what the game's built to do. Right? Not use that piece so you can see 5% of it and 20 of those things just to get a little stream and 40 or 50 different pieces of foliage, right? Like that's why I never ever moan about how optimized this game is, because I'm not being fair if I say that this game isn't optimized, because the fact of the matter is it's built to do stuff like this, and we do this with it. They're like, oh hey, here's paths and walls, here's paths and roofs. Great, I'm going to ignore them both and build them both out of the pieces that are this big. Yeah. Anyway, that's my little rant for the day. And also, probably people saying, "Oh, it's really badly optimized." Your PC probably sucks. I'm going to be that guy as well. I just put a fan on. It's cooking in here. It might be because that PC just desperately tried to save while I was putting down water effects. Going back to the theme in a bit, futurism itself seems pretty dead outside of subgenre of dystopian stuff like cyberpunk. Yeah, so futurism, is that what we would call... So, let me know if the air blowing the mic is really bad. It shouldn't be, but let me know if it is. Futurism, is that is that what you would call the sort of Tony Stark building or whatever it is, the Avengers Campus? Because I've never really enjoyed that as an aesthetic. Yeah. I was cooking the other day. I can cope on medium, but high and ultra it becomes a little too much. Yeah. Kindley's carousel cover. Yeah, and it's incredible and it's beautiful, but don't moan that the game's not optimized when you're building stuff like that. No, I'm not saying that Kindley does, of course, but that's kind of my case in point. That's bad college architecture. So what's futurism then, outside of like what do we mean? What do we refer to? What do we mean by futurism? Because I've never enjoyed neat futuristic stuff. I don't enjoy the aesthetic of Star Trek. Sci-fi, yeah, but sci-fi is huge, right? Like sci-fi is encompassing of a lot of things. Tomorrowland, 50s, City of Art. Oh, see, so retro futurism then I think I enjoy. Like, I'm a huge fan of what the 50s thought the future would look like, So things like Mars Attacks is a good example. That the big glass domes and ray guns and like all of the like googie kind of looking stuff. Like the red rocket from Fallout, that kind of thing, right? I really like all of that. Yeah, like that I can really get behind. And I can get behind like grungy or dystopian future as well. So things like cyberpunk I quite enjoy as an aesthetic, and obviously Star Wars arguably got the best aesthetic, in all of fiction. Um, so I don't mind that kind of stuff, but what I really don't like is like whatever you would call Avengers Campus. That level of future, like whatever anything Tony Stark builds. Like though in the last Marvel movie, they all wear those like black and white like diving outfits. Like I really don't enjoy that kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. It's just about whatever that. I don't mind. In that case, I don't mind futurism. I just don't enjoy that sort of stuff. Yeah. Jetsons. I can get behind all that. That's good fun. But yes, you're right. It doesn't feel very en vogue right now. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that's not so bad. 1960 council flats. Yeah. Very brutalism. I mean, I've never really enjoyed brutalism, but I'm fascinated by brutalism because of like that idea of like function over form becoming its form. What the hell is this thing? Okay. Yeah. Black Panther Wakanda is considered Afro-futurism. Okay. Afro-futurism. That's interesting. All right, happy that. That's all the budget there. So how do we fill this freaking thing in? What about? Okay, did somebody say that there was like cargo netting on the workshop, or camo netting or something? Hate these tags. There's some mushrooms here. I wonder if John's found those. Make a fake facade, like a shop building near the Rapids entrance. Yeah, we could turn it into like a mining shop type thing. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. It's a little high budget, but I don't hate that. There are grunge go. Oh yeah, we'll use those. I just want to try and make it look like they've kind of tried to cover it up a little. Yeah. I know, nothing screaming. The crystals look. Yeah, they're nice, eh? Yeah, we've got some like grungy stuff. We have this like corrugated sheeting that's a little harsh, but we have the pebble mulch, obviously. Let's have a look. Yeah, like we have these things. Oh, that's just a whole wall, eh? Yeah, like this sort of stuff, look. Very much get that on there. I mean, I could just, throw some bushes up to it and some vines and call it a day. Oh, that's a bit different. Let me turn that around. Nope. I mean, whoever made these did a really great job with the limitations of the TMTK, I feel. Yeah, just some. Yeah, maybe just a. Yeah, do you know what? I actually quite like that. Maybe just hanging some of those. Some of the shields up. You know. It's a shame that you can just see the top of this thing. Game doesn't love these things. They're pretty good though. You can hardly see that. What's your favourite thing from Planet Coaster 2 so far? The cactus dude. Okay, let's have a look at vines. I miss the golden age of Hollywood kind of theming as well, noir and old detective. Yeah, like classic Art Deco stuff. Yeah, that's all great as well. The thing is with that is I feel like that is timeless for a generic area, but I don't think you couldn't build a new theme of that. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't imagine any theme park in the world being like, oh, and our new theme opening in 2026, this area is all going to be, you know, Dick Tracy or, you know, Discworld Noir or anything like that. Like I couldn't imagine it. But like the entrance area, absolutely still get away with that theme and it look amazing. It's just it's not a draw, but it's definitely a thing that looks great. Guess Planet Coaster has released at some point next 3 months as autumn starts tomorrow. Quite cool. Yeah, I mean I don't know. I would put money on it being the first week of November. First weekend of November. Just based on previous release cycles. That's when they like to release games. Yeah, honestly, I don't hate the fact that it's still just a big concrete block here. What's this look like? Oh, it's like a real thick moss. That's cool. Thinking for ages, I'd love to do a Las Vegas strip, jank, small park, flanked all by the Googie signage and neons. Might be something. That'd be a great idea. Yeah. So just like a proper, like a parking lot park. Because I don't think I've ever seen one that I was really impressed with in PC1. Because of the limitations of like the queue system and the path system. And I do wonder whether the new changes for those in 2 could make it happen. That'd be really cool. Like actually just like lay out the parking lot and then just put stuff on top of it and make it work. I think that'd be really good fun. Yeah. There's your theming, by the way. You get 2 pieces of vine, 3 pieces of vine hanging. Oh, it looks so Alton Towers. So. Nemesis to the Skyrim building. Yeah, exactly. That would just be rope. Yeah. Rope with some green gunk running around it. And then I don't... let's see what a couple of these looks like on the wall as well. Just as like a... Look, there's your theming. And move along. They're a little... Actually weirdly smaller than I remember. Alex, finally got to catch stream live. Thanks for giving me a toddler a nice relaxing morning scream. Thank you so much for the donation there. Appreciate it, my friend. And hello to your toddler. I'm impressed this stays on when Miss Rachel and Bluey are options, but I appreciate it. These aren't colourable, are they? Is there a paddle? Or? Is there not an oar in the game? Really good colourable one on the workshop. Colourable what? The hell is that? The hell is this? Oh! Yeah. That's right. This is a billboard, wasn't it? Look at that. Yay, that's the thing.
Finally got to catch a stream live. Thanks for giving me and the toddler a nice relaxing morning stream.
There you go. Sounds just like you, Alex. Shield. Oh, okay. Whack that on top. Yeah, there we go. Done. Yeah, that's fine. And then we just need to carry it around this side. Do the same again. That's not a problem. Boop. Life ring. Oh, we should probably have those just around the ride as well, shouldn't we? Like for like a safety thing. Yeah, I think that's what it looks like. I think it's just a big old brick. Okay. Now, ladder. We have a great ladder in the game, do we? If I remember rightly, there's like the wooden one or the huge. That's pretty good. Is that a TMTK one? Yeah, that's neat. Or there's the huge one from like Studios pack, isn't there? Let's have a look. Staff patrolling wrap is now in little huts. Yeah, oh no, maybe one of these is okay. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, I imagine. Wasn't it like something bad happened at like, was it Drayton Manor or somewhere? What's this gonna look like? Where can we... don't want it there because I think if they could pick where it went, they wouldn't have it on the way in. So it needs to go here. Which means this needs to not be here. This can be over here, that's fine. John found the boat and died. Yeah, awful, really. I mean, so yeah, that makes sense that they have a lot more of that sort of stuff happening now. Door with an implied ladder inside. No, I don't mind the ladder being on the outside. I'm trying to figure out how we, like, if we do it here, I don't mind having this bit like pavemented in. We put it in with windows or whatever. I'm just trying to figure out logistics in my head. Would we then have another little ladder here so that people, like, you could enter the queue line and step up if you needed to? What would that look like? I'm playing goes 2 now. Shouting about it ain't gonna help. Yeah. But if one's showing better work, have a nice time. Cheers, Messiah. I appreciate you being here. All right. A little ladder. A little ladder. That's pretty good, actually. Here's my ladder joke. I say this every single time I go and get the one in work for something. I'm just going to grab my step ladder because my real ladder left home when I was a kid. That makes me laugh. Genuinely made me laugh a bit. Anyway. Castle... Window. Probably can get away with this one. Where is it? Oh, I haven't got it in my hand. What's going on? There we go. Probably can get away with this one. This isn't flat though, is it? Or is that flat now? Or do we think that's flat? That looks flat. All right. So if we box this in on this side, I have no problems with that. We just take it up to like here. Straight to jail. Overcooked chicken, straight to jail. Undercooked chicken, straight to jail. But then here, I don't know where we generate the actual access point for staff. Oh, I suppose we could do there is flat there. Okay, there is flat here, so we can turn this into a gate. Okay, that's what we do then. We have this. Oh, it's lower than I thought. That's okay. We have that. We'll get there. We'll have that become the entry point for this little access road. Okay, access spot. All right. So we do this. We take some of the brown out of it. We do this. Couldn't the staff access be underneath? Well, sure, but we need to do something with this little spot, and rather than just throw rocks in it, let's make necessity the mother of invention and generate a little spot out of it. This would very rarely need to be accessed while the ride was open. So I don't mind the access point being part of the queue line. Unless, as you say, somebody's fell in. And also evac point. Great. That would look great if it has vents in the overflowing water on the bend. Yeah, like that. And like this. Haha. We're good at what we do. Control and U. No. Control G? No. The hell hides the UI? What hides the UI in Planko? Why can't I remember? Shift, Control, and G. Alt F4, nice. Control Shift G, but Control Shift is the right one. Control Shift G. Yeah, there you go. Right Shift, right Control, and G. Do you know why I forgot that? Because I've really stopped taking screenshots with that now. I either only use Tegid Cam or the security cameras because you can change, you can affect the aperture on them and it makes it look a lot nicer. It's a strange. It is a weird one, yeah. It is a very weird one. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, this is a slope. That's okay. Is that okay? Oh, okay. Now. Oh, hold on. Check this isn't something important. It is not. Never mind, if it's sloped, it won't be the evac point. Well, no, but the top might be. Like, if they just get stuck here, I don't know. But now, actually, what I'm thinking... Okay, so here's what I'm thinking then now, actually, is let's just carry this on for a moment to see where it gets to. But yes, you're right, it wouldn't be an evac point on a slope, obviously. Unless the thing, like, literally drained. Okay. So, can we get away with this being there? Because then it solves the other problem of having to cover this up and it will neaten all of this up as well. Tegicam is the POV camera. Oh, I don't think we have any idea why it's called Tegicam, do we? No, you're right, Tegid. It's with an E. I assume it's like it's something ID. I imagine it's some sort of code in the game, and it's like ED code, EG, ED, ID. Like I feel like, but I don't know. Is it a Planko word? I don't. That's a great question. Let's find out. It might be. Now the problem is I don't think I can search by Planko. Nothing comes up under nothing comes up for T. Under T, but it's I'd have to go through everyone. But no, I think it's probably something ID. I think it's something like terrain. You know what I mean? Like something like, yeah, I don't know. It's not part of the game. It's not Ted J Cam, but what does that mean? Since you got to rename, yeah, I don't know. No, I think it's probably just like a coding term because it's not part of the game. I don't know how we found out about it. Because it's not listed as part of the controls or anything. Tegid means lake in Welsh. It means hill in Welsh. Well, there you go then. It's lake. It means lake cam. If you're from the valleys. It was released as a cheat code, yeah. Was it one of the 10 cheat codes they came out with? But then a lot of those made more sense. I personally feel like it was definitely a development tool that they left in. I know in Planet Zoo, it's like a much more purposeful feature, right? There's like a button for it, and you can do different cool things, and yeah. Makes the peeps eye out. Yeah, exactly. It's some sort of inbuilt code thing that doesn't really mean anything to anyone else. Okay, we got there. Might have some slight issues to tweak, but overall, we got there. Yeah, there we go. I knew there'd be something, but that's okay. I can make that work. So there. And if we can turn that in just a shy. Nope. That's fine. That's fine. That looks okay. Cool. Tejicam is a tribute to one of the developers at Frontier Developments, the studio behind the game. The camera is named after James Tejid, a developer who played a big role in creating the game. Well, the next thing you do is go and look for James Tejid, seeing as it's someone I've never heard of. There's no James Tejid, but there's a guy called Tejid Moffat Jones that works for them. So I don't know what his role is, but there is a dude called Tejid. So maybe like he put it in. Yeah. That's what I remember too. Yeah, maybe that's it then. But so ChatGPT is partly correct, but it's fluffing it out with bullshit. I guess. Yeah. Maybe he was the dude that implemented it then, yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Now we know. Well, we say we know. It's a good guess. That ain't a coincidence, that is it? There's no way that there's something in the game called Tejid Cam and there's a dude who works there called Tejid who could have very probably programmed it. And it'd be like, yeah, no, it's just a coincidence. Oh my god, the fact that neatened that up is made me... Oh god, that's so good. Thank you to work always inspires me so much. Thank you, Liam. There's plenty of very inspirational stuff out there. You should watch it all. Talking of which, very much enjoyed Kindley's first episode of... oh, go on. What's it called? Echo... Is it just Echo Lake? Oops. Echo Beach. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's, I don't know the song very well. You can tell. Oh, I have a good stretch. Oh, big stretch. Oh, fucking hell. That felt good. All right. Okay. So, we need to leave that open. That's going to have to be our steps. So we need to make some stairs there. That's okay. We can do that. Not a problem. This then carries over this way. And carries over this way to here. How many steps are you going to put in? 5, 6, 7, or 8? Oh, that's good. I thought that's a really weird thing to care about, and then I got the joke. Nice work. Did I tell you about my kid asked for 5, 6, 7, 8 the other day? It was a while ago now, actually. On the TV. He's like, can we have 5, 6, 7, 8? It's the first time he's ever asked me for it. I was like, the song? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I found it, put it on, and he just sat and listened and kind of half danced and I was wondering, I wonder where he's heard this. His mom's probably showed it him, you know, looking for something fun to put on. And it finished, and he turned to me and he went, and they're all dead now. Glen Echo Park is amazing. Song was made to capitalize on the line dancing craze. Oh, it doesn't surprise me at all. It was huge. A weird thing that was huge, but it was, yeah. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, yeah. Here. Oh, here. Oh. Okay. We got steps in here. H from Steps has been on Celebrity MasterChef recently. He's looking old. H from Steps. H from Steps was on Celebrity MasterChef. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm getting all mixed up. I was like, I thought he was dead. Oh, that's awful. No, it was a Paul from S Club has passed away. Yeah, poor guy. Oh, I'm getting all mixed up with my pop bands. Okay, let's do. So what we're gonna have to do is path thingy off here, I suppose, and then we'll just remake it. There we go. That's fine. We're gonna have to do something there anyway. Rachel Stevens on off menu last week was a bit odd. I'm so out of the loop with all this British stuff. I don't know what off menu is. Is that like a Saturday morning kitchen type thing? Is that still on? I always enjoyed that. There's podcast with Jay Manchester and Craig. Oh, okay, I can get behind that. I like those two. Is that staying Rachel's in from S Club? I would assume so. I mean, we're just talking about S Club, so I think it makes sense. Watching a lot of old episodes of Ready Steady Cook. Oh man, yeah, I used to love Ready Steady Cook. My favourite thing about Ready Steady Cook was at the end of it, they always said to the chef, "And what are you going to call this dish?" And they go, "Oh, today this is called rice to meet you." And the audience would go insane, like it was the funniest thing they'd ever heard. These steps are going to be so steep. I love. There's a clip, and I guess it's from like this morning or something. There's a clip of Ainsley. She won like Big Brother or something years ago and has done quite well off the back of it. I want to say her name's Rebecca, but I don't think it is. Alison. Her name's Alison. Hammond, thank you. Alison Hammond. And it's one of these, like, it used to be sort of thing Noel Edmonds would do, or Danny Baker used to do it all the time. And she's like, "Oh, she's going to somebody's house, and you've won a competition, and we've got Ainsley Harriott to come and cook for you." And it's just this little old dear, and it's like it doesn't look like she's got the absolute foggiest of what the hell is going on. And it's awful that it's funny, but it's really funny. Her name, I think her name's Jill, and it's just Ainsley Harriott runs in like he does, like comes like mincing in. "Oh, hello, Jill." Oh, it's so good. Come on, why can't I? I'm trying to click, by the way, folks. I know you can't see it, but I'm just clicking here, and it just won't let me select any of this because of the freaking path. That's the one I want. Aye. No, not 3. Remember the weather map you saw on ITV? They recreated, she jumped in and knocked somebody. Yeah, I think I've seen that. I'll be honest with you, it may well have been like a compilation of ridiculous things this woman's done. I mean, no offense to her, she's done great. Like, good for her finding a niche in that sort of, early, like that sort of, how do you call it, light entertainment type stuff. But yeah, no, it's so good. It's her. I don't even know how you would look it up, but it's her, and she's gone in on this woman. And it's like, we've got your new TV look, and Ainsley Harriott's gonna come in and cook a meal for you, and they're all like running around and going woo, and, and this poor woman's just like absolutely like has not got a clue what the hell's going on. It's so funny. Have you seen the clip where Michael McIntyre introduces Bradley Walsh to Fanny Schmeller? I have, yeah. That was another one that made it over here. That was really good. I don't know what that show is, but I've seen a few clips of Michael McIntyre in famous people's bedrooms. Like, sure. rope or something to stop anyone getting up here. Please, like, I appreciate the input, Pixel Platypus, but like, do you honestly think I'm done with that? Like that? Really? Like, yes, of course it needs to be sectioned off. Got an idea for a studios area. Honestly, the biggest suggestion was like a little stunt show. And whilst I have no idea how that's going to work, I like the idea of it, so I'm going to try that. Yeah, we're going to try and do a little stunt show, I think. I haven't started in it yet, though. I'll be honest with you, I've had a couple of days off Blanco because I've been playing Star Wars Outlaws. I'm having a blast with it. I want all the noises about it. Like, it's a democracy here, sure, but I'm not disagreeing that the fact that needs to be sectioned off. I'm just saying I've not finished yet. Just give me a minute. Yeah, well, the negative about it is I think it's great fun. Is it any good? Well, I'm having a blast. I suppose, like, it's like a little janky. And I suppose if you play like all of those games, it probably doesn't hold up against the best of them. Are there any other games that you play that you don't stream? Pretty much anything that isn't content management, I don't stream. But I don't play much that isn't that, honestly. So no. So I'm one of those people that like every 5 years I'll play like a first person RPG because I just want to be like, yeah, I want a narrative for a bit, you know. I think it comes out today or yesterday maybe, but I got the early access version. So I've been playing it since like Monday, I think. So yeah, I play like one of these things every 5 years or so. If you're really into that genre, it probably doesn't hold up compared to the best of them. Like the last kind of game like this that I really sat down and got into was Red Dead Redemption 2 when it came out, and that's however many years old now. And I played that for about 6 months because I just worked through the story. For me, I don't enjoy like playing these games for hundreds of hours. I like playing these kind of games for hundreds of hours. But the reason I play those games is because I enjoy a narrative, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be a cool story. I basically feel like I'm playing through a movie. I dig that. So the last time I did this was Red Dead Redemption 2, and this does not hold up to Redemption 2 at all, of course. Like, it's not even close. So if all you do is play these kind of games, and like that's your thing, and you've played 2 or 3 of them this year or whatever, no, it probably doesn't hold up for you. But like I said, I've just really enjoyed it as a story, and it's fun. And the Nyx, the little alien guy you've got with you, he's really great fun. Like I see reviews that are like, oh, it's just the phone from Watch Dogs. I'm like, yeah, I know, and I don't know what that is. So like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe just my expectations are a lot lower because I'm not really invested in that game as a genre. That I'm like, I can see stuff like that and be like, oh, this is cool, and not see it as like, oh, this is just this from another game ripped off kind of thing, you know? The Hoover Building in London is gorgeous Art Deco. I've never seen it before. In all the Art Deco searches I've done, the Hoover Building, as in like the Henry Hoover. Oh, this is so jank. Time we are 20 past 12. Caution, yellow, black ball. Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll get some caution stuff. It's not very demure. It's very mindfully boring. Yeah, life ring and then his ultimate jank. Jank is the way we love some jank. Okay. We need some... I don't know if it would be covered in vines, because this is going to be where people rub up, and I don't think it would be covered in vines. I'm not even sure that would there, actually. Bring it this way a little. Nephew's Finley and Owen. Feel free to say hello and build a coaster. Hey, Finley and Owen. How's it going, guys? Hope you're having fun with Uncle Malova. Chewing gum and graffiti. Yes, exactly. Do you know what? That'd be really cool if somebody wanted to go in and make like Daz Wazzy, yeah? You know, the sort of thing. Jenny Bingley is a slag. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, let's do some... face never gets old when you do that. What face? It's just my face, man. Inside Out 2 and swimming. Nice. Sounds good fun. I still haven't seen Inside Out 2. I think I might have missed it at the cinema now. It's not on Disney Plus yet, though, eh? Shade and scrunching are a thing for guests. Will it affect staff in some way, such as costume mascots needing more breaks? That'd be interesting. Who knows, right? I don't know. I turn all that sort of crap off straight away. Still in cinemas locally? Yeah, probably is here. These things are really good. It's a shame that they have to be on this weird glass pane. Because they just really add something. Should those decals to the large concrete edge where the carts go? Yeah, they could go, honestly, I could spend 6 hours putting them everywhere, I feel. Yeah, imagine the TV talking to you when you were a kid. It must be mind-blowing. I mean, these days, they're probably used to it, right? But yeah, imagine. It'd be weird if it did it when we were kids. Yeah, it's a wall you don't want to touch. Yeah, absolutely. Like, ooh, jeez. You know, it's just like the spray from the rapids all day, every day. Local cinema is showing Star Wars Episode 2 at 10:30 in the morning. That's random. That's super random. I guess it's 2 doesn't. Yeah, I mean they're kind of built for it. It'd be really great to see them added in properly to Planko. It would really add a lot. It really would. Like these, I don't think any of these work here. Like these aren't terrible. Like this is concrete. Like it doesn't. It just kind of looks more like it's just like pitted concrete. Like it's already kind of got a bit of it going on, right? Like it doesn't. There wouldn't be anything under this. This isn't a skim. Like the whole thing's just concrete, so it wouldn't really have this kind of stuff. All right. Oh, it's his anniversary. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So how long has that been since it's come out then? That's Attack of the Clones, right? Is it like 20 years, I bet? 38, that'd have been 18 when that came out. No, maybe even 25 years, is it? Oh. The waterfall is like, yeah, I know it needs a ladder, pal. 25 since episode 1. So what? So why are they showing episode 2? 22 years is a weird way to celebrate. Or was 25 years since episode 1 yesterday, and they're doing like 1, 2, 3 or something? I would have died if Sooty and Sweep said hi, Lizzie. I mean, me too, because Sooty doesn't speak. I'm showing all of them. Yeah, I mean, that makes more sense. Yeah, 25 since episode 1. They're all just going on. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think I'd care to see those in the cinema, but whatever, man. What are these? Oh, that's neat. Oh, is that a little arrow for it? Ah, super neat. There's so much stuff here that I just didn't download. It's just from like having to load Conifer up and stuff. Adverts. Well, you watch them adverts, buddy. Keep Xander in hot dinners. Off topic, but could you hop in water over the boat ride? We were talking about it. Cheap thing where water hops over you on the boat ride with all the fairy tale. It's a great idea. That boat ride is done. Like, I can't, at this point, we can't be going back and fiddling. Like, we have to draw a line under stuff. Yeah, it's terrible, Mineral, really. I need to do the same. I'm just, to be honest with you now, like, I feel like the game is kind of starting to run on life support. Like, it just, if I can get through the next couple of months, I can not worry about it. But yeah, I don't use much of it, and obviously I don't have that many guest builders. Like, I don't think even, like, yourself didn't even put that much into here, I don't think. But Conifer, oh my god, there's so much in Conifer. I pressed, you know when you try and load it, and it's like, oh, there's TMTK pieces you don't have, do you want to put them in? And I was like, yeah, and clicked load, and it took 2.5 hours. Fun fact, contrary to popular belief, cinemas do actually earn some money from selling tickets and not just from selling snacks. I would imagine so, yeah. It's very similar with game stores, like where I work. Or we're constantly told that we make our money on candy and cans of soda, and I'm like, no, not really. No, we have to sell stuff as well. Load not one of us. Honestly, I literally pressed like load in and was like, oh, and I sat for a few minutes and then sat with something on and then looked back and all right, I'll go and do a bit of laundry, and came back and literally like 2.5 hours later. So I say 2.5, somewhere between 2 hours and 2.5 hours, because at that point I got to the point where I was checking every 30 minutes and it was loaded up that one time I went. So and just have to sit there and wait, yeah. What was that TMTK with the keyboard called? Let's have a look. Queue wait time sign 1. A4 Tiki Tiki poster. It's just a logo, look. A4 Gulpy poster. Oh, they're neat. They're good for fleshing stuff out, I think. Soft ice cream. Oh, we're saving again. So our autosave is certainly not every 3 hours then. Nerdchatter loves his TNTK. Yeah, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with TNTK. Honestly, I love the idea of it, and I was very happy to use it to like fill gaps in the game's library. You know, like I was very happy to use stuff like, well, the stuff I made, first of all, those little signs, my cash register, I was super happy with that. Things like this t-shirt, you know, all the stuff to do like gift stores with, I thought was really good. I do think there is a line that you can cross, you know, like, and just be like, well, at this point, just why not make the whole thing in Blender? Might be, yeah, early sounds about right, eh? About 1:30 last time, yeah. 11:30 last time. Okay. That's that. What do we do next? All right. Cheers, Mova. See you later, buddy. See you, kids. What was it? Oscar and Ichabod. Sorry, guys. I forget your names. Have fun. Finley and Owen. See you around, gang. I don't understand why TNTK downloads so terribly like that. My gift shops are basically some puzzle game. Yeah, I made one that was like the Planet Coaster board game. I don't know. Like at the point where we were, because the stuff just wasn't small enough, so we were all selling screen mounts and you know, and emergency lighting. That's why I felt like it was okay to make this kind of stuff. There it is. Look at that. I did that. It's got a Geekism logo on the old Geekism logo. Look, I don't think I did much around the edges and stuff. I think the back is just the same thing again, isn't it? Yeah, not going that deep. Features that October like creation as well. Go cool. I see this a lot. I see the cash register a lot. What's the picture of there? What on earth? Did I draw that? No. What's that? I must have just found that, I bet. Yeah. Top 10 TMTK items list. I think it would just be like the 10 most useful hydro beams. Yeah. All right. Let's go with some stuff. Really wanted to try and box that bridge in today as well, but I don't know. Ladder. Yeah, the signage and the cash register I see a lot. Yeah. Says the guy that kicked off. Says the guy what? Oh yeah, no, like Pebbles would be up there, but I think if you actually looked at like the stuff that gets used the most, it's got to be the hydro beams, man. Like people build all sorts with them. No, I like a ladder. I don't know why we have a ladder there, but I like the idea of a ladder. Little board at the bottom of the ladder to prevent normal people. What are normal people? Normal people is prevented by the gates that is here. Okay. Probably needs a couple of barrels, doesn't it? They're like, we should theme this a little. So we have this curb, which I don't hate, but then there's also the... I don't know what it's called. There's the like... there's the smaller one that's either smooth or has got the hazard. Or has got the metal on. What's it called? Do you know what I mean? Everywhere. Yeah, I got a good security camera. We need to go and put those up around the place. You're right. Flip-flop on how far is too far with TMTK. I tried to think, if this was an in-game item, would I just use it? I tried to think, if this was an in-game item, would I just use it? And I think that's fine. Yeah, yeah. Grill? No. Might be in the building, yeah. Did I try safety? Yeah. Hazard. Metal's going to bring up so... There it is. That's the stuff out of it. What's it called? Strip. I felt like there was another one that had the metal grilling on it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. There's a piece that does and there's a piece that doesn't, and then there's a big one that doesn't. Okay, cool. Something looking forward to the most in Plan Go 2? Yeah, the cactus guy. What's the best way to get started on a park? I've got a habit of opening a new park. Quickly feeling overwhelmed by the empty space. Any suggestions? No. Just build. Just go for it. Really. I don't know. I'm the opposite. I normally have all the intentions in the world to make an amazing thing and then run out of steam. It's really wide, this thing, eh? See, this is where somebody else would use hydro beams. I don't know. It's too much for me, I think. We ever see a POV of the Subnautica ride? No. What are hydro beams? It's Hydro, IDRO. That's the name of the guy, and they're just very plain beams in various sizes that you can just like. They're smaller than art shapes. They're just, really useful for filling gaps, building fences, all just just little pieces that you can use for all sorts. Yeah, shout out to Jordan to sink it down. Have it, yeah. As well, we did. I got you, bud. It seems a little over the top to use this piece just for one edge of it, but I feel like it's at least one piece as opposed to the 2 black and yellow art shapes it would need. We're not doing this everywhere, by the way, because that would be ridiculous. Also, I don't know whether I see this stuff much, really, on these kind of rides. Even where people can walk. But sure. Don't start down yourself. No, it's cool. I dig it. I'm thinking of like rides I've been on where I'm like, I don't know whether actually, you know, pattern not working, make it long ways. Oh yeah, probably. It's probably even better diagonal. Oh no, it's still the same. Good thinking, Batman. Right, what we'll do is we'll take it to here. Because that's the only spot you would walk to. There we go. I wonder if frame rates are going to be like in PT2 when people start doing 1,000-piece carousels. Yeah. Oh, roller coaster. Yeah, right. They've obviously figured something out. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what they're up to now? Yeah, that's good. Let's do another safety sign. Boo. Never used to do that. Carry the colour over. Not render the parts of the pieces you can't see. Not easily, I don't think. No, because it doesn't know you can't see them, if that makes sense. Looks very Pinewood. Yes, it does look very Pinewood, you're right. And I will give you that. Compared, like, yes, the theme... Well, no, it didn't get that high over here. It's literally a big wooden box with some bits and bobs around. But yeah, be careful that for every bit of theming you do, somewhere else the budget is like, yeah, actually, no, this just needs to get boxed in now. Alright, cool. Happy with that little area. That's nice. Alright, and then over here, what does this look like now? That's fine as well. So we did talk about pulling these in, but no, I think it's probably okay as it is. These things don't get you that wet on the ones and all towers anyway, actually. Who works on this little area? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so what are we doing here? This seems to be a very simple bridge. Basically just going to copy this building and do it here. I think. Keep it super simple. In fact, let's just copy that and see what we get. Can we use that? That's just the roof, eh? Okay. Barely themed. Yeah. No, it's going to be... Oops. It's going to be a little covered bridge. Also do that tent cover that you made for one of the coastal lines. Yeah, that ended up not finishing off. That was a little bit... I think we were verging on a little too jank there with that thing, honestly. Yeah, no, this is fine. Similar to what we did for the storybook ride. This is just about right. Nice little overhang on it. I can get behind this. Good old wooden bridge. He is right. Yo, what's up? Nice rise, man. Cheers, King Noob. Now, is 2 going to be enough? No. Okay. Put that there. Put that to 1. Duplicate that. Put it. Put it. There. Okay, there's the roof. The stream title, how's to find cash? Hey, RC Smiley, how's it going? Good to see you. People spawning, you were confused as some sort of looked like a boat or a yacht. Yeah, it did look like it. Some people pointed out yacht afterwards, and I was like, okay, cool. Is ride the last thing you need to finish in Pinewood? Pretty much, yeah. After that, it's just kind of like boxing in. Like this path, this needs a bit of cleaning up. Yeah, there's not much now. A little bit of work here just to kind of tie that in. Mostly just like throwing trees around it all is probably enough. Where else was I looking the other day that I felt needed a little bit of tidying up? Yeah, like... No, it's mostly that, honestly. Like, pretty much happy with all of this. The queue line, but basically still kind of this area, you know. SLC, like, for the most part, is pretty done. Just SLC queue line needs a bit of finishing. We need to do some ride signs, a couple of ride signs here and there. And then the whole thing needs a lighting pass. Because there are huge areas where lighting needs to be worked on. Mike did a great job with his. This needs a pass. John did a terrible job with his. As did I here and here. All the newer stuff I've done all needs lighting. Like the actual plaza area isn't terrible for lighting, but yeah, some of the rides have a little bit on them. But yeah, the whole thing needs a lighting pass as well. When is Pinewood set? So the newest addition to Pinewood is this area, which would have been done early 2000s. Isn't necessarily set in early 2000s. It's just that was the last sort of time the money was spent on the park. Back of the ghost train. I mean, it's no, that's fine. It probably just needs a fence, but otherwise that's fine. Yeah. So it's satisfying. It is satisfying to get some nice lighting down. Yeah. Whereabouts in the UK is it set? It was never disclosed. It's the Springfield of Planco theme parks. I've never particularly worried about setting it anywhere. I've subbed. Well, thanks very much, King Noob. I appreciate the support. You're very welcome here, buddy. We're all noobs, so it works out well for you. All right, I'm going to try and copy this over just because... Actually, no, that's ridiculous. I might as well start it again. It's mostly because I don't know what the colours of stuff are. I just need that piece. I think the trees are so badly optimized. Is it though? Is it for a game running DirectX 10 at the time when we weren't sure whether multi-core processors or single core processors were going to be the future? Is it really poorly optimized? I have a part currently with hundreds of thousands of pieces that's at high detail, and I've got 25 frames while streaming. Like, is it that badly optimized? I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people say, personally. I think they did their best considering the unsure nature of hardware at the time of release. But Planco 2 should do better, yeah, because we'll be on DirectX 12. We're very aware that multiprocessing is the future now. Like, already looks like it's doing a lot better. But yes, also, like when anyone ever says it's badly optimized, but the next question is, well, what's your computer look like? Because like that's going to make such a huge difference. I just said it slightly nicer than Lizzie said it, but you know, she's not wrong. These are haunted pillars? Oh no, they're just regular pillars. Okay. The PC has bad, but it runs Planco smoothly. Unless I do fireworks with an auto clicker. Well, yeah. That would do it. What do we do here? Let's go there. And there. Okay, we can make this work. There we go. There we go. Wee. All the way home. That's what we want to do. Okay, now we can get rid of that one and that one. And we can pick up all of these. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. And you, buddy. The autosaves are badly optimized. Sure. I don't know about that kind of thing. But I will concur that they are probably pretty crap. Well, you should have measured it. Okay. We can make it work. It's okay. We can fix this. How much type of switch tracks do you think Planco 2 will have? I think 4. Who knows? I don't know how we can guess that number right now. Alright, let's get all that. Whoops. Don't want the bottom bit. Copied over. Kind of playing a little loosey-goosey with this just to kind of get it done. Because it's not a big part of the build. Make it look so easy. Thanks, Lizzie. I mean, you. The best thing I say is try and think about how you need to put stuff together, and see if you can come up with a shortcut. Like here, like it's just all copied and pasted, right? Like, and now I want a beam in the middle, so I'm just going to copy this one over and put it in the middle. And you know, some will be like, well, that's not in the center, and you didn't measure it properly, and well, yeah, rah. How's about that? Like this one here is not really supported very well. Like really, These should probably come up to meet it. So let's try and do that, actually. We could probably do that quite easily. And as long as they're not too... There we go. As long as they're not too far off. It's probably okay. Yeah. Cool. There you go. And now that one's supported. Nice. And that's good enough for me for that, honestly. This little bridge looking lovely. Cheers, Mineral. Means a lot, buddy. Didn't even measure it properly. Nah, screw that. Just look at that, though. It's done. I mean, that's the top half of the bridge. We need to support the bottom half of it now. It's way too top heavy. So I'm umming and ahhing. Oh, yeah, I'd throw it down. The other thing is as well, is with live streams, a lot of it does stick. But like in outside of live streams, I might do like 5 of them before there's one I really settle on and show you lot, you know. We're done. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, it's meant to be simple, right? Like I said before, this area is a pretty highly... This is a high budget for the comparatively for the park, really. So, like, a lot of the money here has been spent. I mean, this whole thing would have been a good few million. So at some point, it's like, yeah, little wooden bridge, but that's cute. I like that. It isn't anything other than, it's wood. That's what this place looks like. So what I will do, I think, actually, looking at it, is because these don't line up. So we'll go into queues and we'll turn off the railing. Yeah, turn off the railing there. And we will actually copy this railing because I quite like the slightly gross colour. I just have to copy the colour, I think. We should be able to just pop that in there and it all tied together a bit more. Maybe this is the latest edition where the park is set. As you mentioned lately, that the park would have gotten more money after being fairly cheap for a while, the Alton Towers. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's it's in that transitionary period of flat rides and gardens into, oh, actually, look, we can build Oblivion. You know, like that's kind of that's kind of where the park is sitting in my head, because that's my my formative years of theme parks. That's what was happening. So. And that's fun. That's fun for me. Oh, and that fits. That fits so well there. It's not even funny. Oh, it's a little bit funny. This feeling inside. Hey, race car, how's it going, buddy? You still playing at the minute? I see you. I see you in the Bronation chat every now and again. The Bronation live chat, I'll mention it really here quickly. It really weirds me out because sometimes I'll look and there are 8 people in it and they're all streaming their game. I'm like, what are you all watching? How does this work? Oh, yeah. It's almost if I planned for it. Never didn't have it. I don't think it's the same thing. I don't get it. There'll be like 6 people in there and they're all streaming Planet Coaster. I'm like, who's watching what? Do you all just like taking in turns to watch each other or what? I think they're just vibing. Yeah, that's cool. Right, that's cool. Something I hope Planco 2 has more basic coaster layouts, like in the RCT series. Let's go home from a local brewery. Nice. Just reached 800 different beers. Oh my god, how you still stood up? That's cool. Do you mark them? Like, have you got like an app or something? That's very cool. All right, now we need some hefty. So okay, so first of all, we have to carry this on, don't we? Because like that would be ridiculous not to just end that here where we got this great in. Unsubscribes. Nah, that's good. Yeah, John. Untapped. Okay, that's cool. Long time watcher. I actually just watched the whole Pinewood backlog up to where you resumed a month or so back. Nice, clan. That's Clano. Nice, clan. Well, you're welcome here, buddy. We're just working in Pinewood right now, actually. Just tweaking and having fun. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, the coastal layouts, even if they're not in the game, like, we can, like, the people will blueprint that pretty quickly. There's some really nice, like, generic-looking blueprints on the thing. Yeah, this kind of has to come to here, doesn't it? Okay, right. Seeing those they've shown, I doubt it. It's the workshop. Yeah, Emacs. Yeah, exactly. Emacs Magnus. There's a few that will do, like, they will make off the shelf coasters and just have them perfect. You just throw them down and theme them. Yeah. Created my very first parking lot and custom scenario build because I got tired of the spawn point being in a cave and wanted to add something rational. Never again. Yeah, it takes up a lot of the fun out of it, eh? What's your opinion on mods? I'm a bit of a purist, really. Like, they have to really, really fix something for me. As I said before, for me, the joy of these games and the reason why I really enjoy them, that's the same thing, just said twice, I'm sorry. The reason I really enjoy these games and that one of the main things I get out of them is using the game's limitations and coming up with ways to deal with that, you know? Which is why I've always been a little on the shelf with TMTK, other than like a few things that just really would not be possible or would just not look as good, you know? But like, for the most part, the fun for me is like, well, how do I want to build this. How do I do that with the system that this game has given me, you know? Like, that's what I kind of enjoy. I'll probably go to... It probably just goes all the way, doesn't it? It's just so much cleaner if we do it all the way. I think I'm hoping for a better organization of the work. Yeah, the tagging system is terrible, isn't it? I'm sick of looking for scenarios, as in challenge ones, and finding nothing but completed parks. Yeah, it would be nicer if they were a bit more organized. I've heard a few people say that. It's difficult to find stuff you're looking for a lot of the time. I don't really use it much, so it isn't a huge problem for me, but I would like it to work better for the people who do get something out of it. Most thing for me was mods allowed me to where to make Hot Wheels go-kart track with corkscrews. Yeah, and you know, like, because I don't really enjoy the wacky side of the game, that sort of thing doesn't really fuss me. You know, for the most part, Planco Frontier do a good job of providing the realism tools I need. Like, so any mods I'd be looking at using would just be like turning a couple of things off, probably. Like, there's one for Planco that personally goes a little too far for my liking. But it turns off like entry gates and the big boxes around. I'm going the wrong way. The big boxes around stores and stuff. Like, it'd be nice. Like, some of those I would like to turn off, but not all of them. Like, I don't always want a custom interior or a store. But there's no. Because the way the mod works, unfortunately, it's like all or nothing. You know. Puts me off when finding coasters. Lizzie, I am going to do my best if the game itself doesn't come up with a solution for that. I kind of love the idea of putting together a catalog of being like, here's some great stuff that you can just throw down, not themed or anything, just well built coasters that are realistic. Because I was lucky enough that I could approach people for for Pinewood, but you know, Pinewood uses a lot of off the shelf stuff. With Meanderville, it's going to be trickier because I am going to want more custom built stuff. Because I want a lot more. One thing we don't have in Pinewood because of the nature of its budget is we don't have any like path interaction with the rides really. There is path and there are rides and there is nothing in between, and I don't want that in Meanderville. I want the rides swinging over the paths and you know, and all that sort of stuff. So they are going to be custom builds. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do what I want to do myself. I'm going to have to reach out to people. Park Taxi is good fun. Yeah, very good fun. Ton of realistic on thing coasters that never uploaded because I didn't think people were ever into that. Yeah, I think a lot of people love that sort of stuff, actually. Like I said, I would if I wasn't able to just reach out to people. If there was just like, because this is like a stock out SLC with the, apart from the end bit, like the boomerang, you know, even to an extent the arrow that Mass did and the little Woody, like all very sort of off the shelf models. I'm happy to put them down and theme them. Yeah. Get nerd chatter and others. Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly what I will be doing. I will be reaching out to other creators. The problem is that a lot of the other creators, whilst it's great to collaborate with them, I don't necessarily just want to go to people and be like, I just want the coaster. You know, like you've kind of got to let them put their stamp on stuff. But part of me is like, no, just the coaster, please. Not that I don't do a great job with theming it, but that's all I can do. So I want to do it. But yeah, of course, you know, Disney, their Imagineers aren't sitting there designing the coasters. That goes to people who are good at that sort of thing. And then the team comes in and themes around it. Like obviously, it's going to be back and forth in the discussion of it. For the most part, coaster heads design the coasters, theming heads theme the coasters. And, you know, my stuff is fine. That boomerang I built is fine. The Little Thunder, that's fine. Like, the few coasters in here that actually have my hands on them still, they're fine. But I am looking for a lot stuff that's going to be a lot more complicated in Meanderville. Like, think of like how Black Mamba roars past the path, you know, that's the sort of stuff I'm going to be looking for, that sort of heavy path interaction. You know, how like Fly just like is just constantly wrapping around itself and the path in Rookburg. Alright, so we saw super theme stuff. Well, I think a lot of not the problem with the workshop, but a lot of the time it was just people just put up anything they made, you know. Like if you look at what's actually popular, yes, a lot of the theme stuff is, because there is a group of people who just like place down themed things for the challenges and whatever. Yeah. I really want to do a Hershey inspired park, but instead of chocolate it would be beer. So Busch Gardens. Regional Busch Gardens. They won't shut down Planko 1 when Planko 2 comes out. Mac version available for about 2 years. I mean, the game should still work. I don't know how long the excuse me. I don't know how long the toolkit will hang around for, but like the game should continue to work, I'm sure. Yeah, that's basically that's going to be. I don't have the patience to make a Silverette level of perfect coaster. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like Silver's incredible, but there are people out there who put him to shame even with realistic coasters. Like, you know, like he's got a pretty solid knowledge of what makes a coaster type its coaster type, but there are people out there who are doing like one-on-one, like factually accurate supports Oh, this is going to get really messy here. Let's not look at this too much, okay? We're just going to do this. This will be fine. Don't worry about it. Ah, it's fine. We are going to bush this in. Time we on. Alright. Probably going to finish up at the half-hour mark. Get ready for work. The day job. Okay. Yeah, but I believe 2 is going to all platforms at the same time. But I don't know about Mac. PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, yes, but I don't know about Mac. There's always issues there, right? Because it's different, different base. Oops. All right, it goes all the way around. Look, whee, cool. Oh my God. Concrete job there, mate. Cheers, John. Absolute concrete there, sunshine. I mean, I also need to decide, but am I concreted out, or do we just keep going? Fine. It's all concrete all the way down. How did we do the edge? It's completely covered that side, and that side, and then here we just left a bit of trim out, but that doesn't look very good. Okay. Still think a new addition to Pinewood. I'm stopping reading. Sorry. No new additions to Pinewood. Okay, do we... Yeah, we probably leave that open. That's fine. So this is just going to come under here. Oh. Corners on these things are really rough. Since the park entrance ran about to include Meanderville. So in my head, Meanderville is in mainland Europe. I don't know why, but it feels like it has more of a mainland Europe vibe. The sort of place that wouldn't be seen dead having Gulpy sponsor a ride. Getting there. No, so you've got to have windows and walls. Oh yeah, windows and walls, man. We love windows and walls. Absolutely nothing wrong with windows and walls. Windows as walls. What? Have you looked at Tivoli? Yeah. Tivoli's a really interesting one. It's a. There's nothing else in the world like it, I don't think. Yeah, Tivoli's an interesting looking park. It's almost like it's like a gardens mixed with a World's Fair mixed with a like a fine dining space. It's very very interesting Tivoli or Tivoli. I'm not sure. All right. Well, that doesn't help. That's not how phonetics work. That could still be R or O. Yeah. Manifold could be in the UK. Maybe in an alternate timeline that got the original Universal. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Toverland vlog. Oh yeah, I haven't. That's one I haven't looked at. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from European parks. For Meanderville, so like the big ones being like Efteling and Phantasialand, like they're so good. Oh Jesus, so off. Like I know I could start over and get this spot on, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is easier, I think, because this is almost straight. But yeah, I need to look at Toverland. And then there's one that I don't think is good inspiration for me right now, but it's still interesting. The in Poland that just has like the most rides. Baby Afterling. Okay. Well, that's interesting to see though. It'd be fun to watch it sort of develop, you know. Energylandia, yeah, that's the one that's just got like crap loads of coasters, you know. Second place currently. It's only 20 years old, yeah. And I mean, like, the thing is, it's purely coaster count, right? Like, it doesn't necessarily quality of coasters. Like, Canada's Wonderland, I think, is joint second with them, or will be when Alpine Fury opens. And, like out of the 20, 3 of them are good. You know? First is Europa Park. No, Cedar Point, I think. Funny seeing Tivoli reference here. Living in Australia, there's a Tivoli Gardens garden apartment complex in the next turnover. Ah, yeah, Tivoli. Tivoli, yeah, like it was inspired a lot by his stuff, I think. Yeah. Canada's will be third. Most is Six Mags Magic Mountain. Ah. So Cedar Point second then? Cedar Point's got to be up there, I feel. 20. Well, Canada Wonderland getting Alpine Fury puts it back up to 19, I think. I don't know. It's around there, isn't it? One of them just needs to be like, right, we're building 4 really crap coasters this year, and then like, good luck catching up. That's what needs to happen. Just 4 off-the-shelf models plonked down. What's the big log called? Cedar Point is at 17. Oh, okay. Less than I thought. Oh, that's a TNTK one. I want this one. Maybe 4 kids goes. Yeah. That's absolutely what I would do as well. Be like, screw it. I'm going to run with this advertising. grab those. Sec. Need to bring them down. We can't have them sticking out. Is that? It's a bit jank, but it's not terrible. Councilman Land 17? You sure? I thought Alpine Fury puts it to 19. I thought, yeah, I thought Snoopy's was 18. Hmm. 18 according to, yeah, not included. Yeah, I thought so as well. Yeah, Snoopy's was 18. So yeah, Alpha Fury puts it back up to match Energylandia. But assuming Energylandia are working on, oh look at that, assuming Energylandia are working on something this year as well, like it'd be ridiculous not to, right? Like most roller coasters in the world is a great bit of PR. So why wouldn't you push to grab that title? You know. To remove the Valair, it'll be 17 plus Alpine. Are there plans to remove the Valair? Like, I mean, they should. It's terrible. All right. Okay. I think we got quite a bit done. 4 boomerangs next to each other. Yeah, like with them all coming up to the middle and then going out. So you look down, it'd just be like a big flower. That'd be amazing. Think Plango 2 pieces added to rides will trigger interactions with the vehicles. In this kind of ride, bump off instead. No, I don't think so. No, I'd be very surprised if that happens. Yeah, Council Land is a bucket list part for me. It's pretty for a regional park. It's pretty to look at. It has 2 or 3 solid rides. I'm sure Alpine Fury will make a 4th, but it doesn't have a single standout coaster. And after those 2 or 3, the quality becomes much lower. Like it's got a couple of B&Ms. And then and then the quality just really drops off into stock stuff. So I don't know. Like if you really want to come and ride another, SLC and a boomerang, like cool. But yeah, it doesn't quite have the staying power, Look at that gap in the concrete. What gap? Oh my Christ. My word, look at the state of that. That's probably because this is too big to do anything else with it. Yeah, we're just going to have to real bodge this. Bodge. That's fine. I mean, we got quite a bit done. That's not terrible. That's not terrible for a day's work. So actually, I think this all needs to not be wood as well now. Let's go to Q. We'll put railing on elevated. Yeah, that's better. And then we've gone tarmac on that side. I mean, that's fine. I guess I can stay tarmac. All right, Leviathan is my favourite Giga so far. Before anyone jumps on me in chat, I haven't ridden Fury. 305. I also partly want to come over for some of the less major but more theme rides. Yeah, so Yeah, like things like it's got some really weird janky type stuff that's good fun because it's like nothing else. Like Wonder Mountain's Guardian is, you've just got to experience that because it's so different. But you know, like it hasn't, like its old woodies aren't very good. It's everything else. It still feels very stock, you know. So, all right, we're gonna wrap up then, folks, because I'm gonna go a bit of lunch and have a shower and stuff because I've sat here stinking. What's going on? What's going behind the waterfall next to the queue? Behind the waterfall next to the queue. Here? I mean, it kind of looks a bit jank. The water's just appearing, but like, kind of works. Have you been to Cedar Point? Yes, I have. I loved it. I had a great couple of days in Cedar Point a few years ago. What's going on behind the waterfall next to the queue? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some rocks. It was originally going to be rocks, but now now it's thinged in. I might just leave it and just tidy up the stuff here. But we'll have to do it next time. Probably does need a few rocks, but we'll have to do it next time. All right, love you all to bits, folks. Thanks for joining me today. Be good. We'll see you in the week with a Arch Park episode. Maybe in Azori. I've started working in Azori again. See how much I get done there. But until then, be good, be safe, be happy. Where's my thing to say goodbye? There it is. All right. Thanks for watching, gang. Love you all to bits. Till the next one, be good.